What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Black Uchi out 3 long face, skinny body. Got no degree. I'm still working on that part. And you know we back with some more Fireboard. So anime content. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe before we get into the video, because it's time to start talking the shit that's been going down in the Boruto anime. Yes, sir.
solemnly swear from this moment forward that I will never lose again until the day comes. I will never be defeated.
Okay, Boruto episode 173 aired, and it's officially the start of officially Team 7's rematch against Deepa. Now, the fight didn't begin to take place if you haven't watched the episode, and for some reason you're watching this review right now. The fight against Deepa has not begun to take place, and we will pick up with the actual battle, or at least the beginning of the battle with Boruto and Sarada for the time being versus this nigga Deepa, starting with episode 174 entitled The Revival of the Shiju Tree. And I'm just here like, what the fuck was this nigga Victor growing in his backyard? Man's got that extra exotic pack, got that brownie pack. That's all I'm saying, because that shit was growing with preciseness and very much accuracy. It was very clear and concise that this nigga Victor was doing some funny money shit. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. I knew shit was a little fuzzy wuzzy, but they kind of played it smooth with having the feudal lord of the land of Valley be placed under a genjutsu by the outer assistant of this nigga Victor, and Shorty is bad. Like, Shorty a baddie. She my little boo. First of all, I'm not even trying to bring the vocals onto the channel for free. You know what I'm saying? That's going to cost you an extra penny. Back to the review. And it wasn't really until the scene where they stepped, I don't know if I gotta be look over the episode again, but it was either when they stepped into the elevator or when they stepped inside of the ultraviolet rays light room and shit like that, where initially the feudal lord got placed under the genjutsu, is when I noticed, I'm like, these two niggas behind the feudal lord, they getting a little bit too much screen time for niggas that has no words to be said yet. Like, this nigga even talking to them and all they do is shake their head and look at them, and they have a couple of scenes and panels where they close up on their eyes and shit. I'm like, oh yeah, that's them niggas Konohamaru and Mujino. So I already grasped that situation. It was just a matter of time of when were they going to reveal themselves and how shit was going to be able to get played out. Now, this nigga Victor, low-key, he has some crazy shit up his sleeve, no pun intended, because we do see how his arm leaves the rest of his body later on in the episode, because this nigga Mujino was really with the shits, and he's proven this to us like he's done before, time and time again, in the short amount of time we've been introduced to this nigga Mujino. But all of this stuff is going down as we enter into the crazy central laboratory for Victor's research, and the whole Shazam of being placed under the genjutsu is becoming to fruition, where the fucking feudal lord thought he was looking at a medical facility where patients were being treated and cared for due to the Hashirama cells, where actuality the Hashirama cell is fucking treating and giving nutrition to the synthetic ass, man-made ass, scientific ass god tree that has been brewing. I don't know if it revolves around the goals of the car organization itself or just in alignment with Victor and his own personal motives, which to me personally is what everything is seeming like, because this nigga Victor, he's looking a little too excited to have this god tree, you know what I'm saying, sprout, and the bud is finally popping out. And we seen where shit happens in Shippuden in the 4th grade ninja war. Once that motherfucking tree started growing, getting tall, and that flower bud started opening, it was no go. So we got the rest of the fodder in the episode being absorbed and being killed off as the tree sprouts, just like how it did in the war arc, and it's just completely zapping and sucking out all of the life force that's surrounding it, and it continues to grow until finally, along the lines, it catches Boruto and Sarada's intention. And now look at this, right? Because shit starts getting a little gritty. At least for me, the OST at the end of the episode, we see Boruto Sarada jumping off the cliff like, bro, I have a bad feeling about this. You know, Sarada's as a Boruto, be ready with this shit. You know, shit's gonna get down. I have, like, you know what I'm saying? And this nigga Boruto's like, bro, what the fuck you think we been traded for? You know what I'm saying? You may not been slapped with a 2-tomo, and probably I couldn't do the big ball Rasengan, but you know what I'm saying? Niggas did do some grit and grind. So let's see if this gonna be our time to shine. And episode 174, they're going to come across Deepa, and we already have a quick synopsis for, you know, the coming episodes 174, 75, all the way even up until 177, and we understand, like, they finna, like, bro, first of all, let me just say this for a fact. I understand that in this mere portion of the car actuation arc, Victor is kind of viewed as, or should be viewed as, the main antagonist for this portion. But like, let's be honest. Give props where props is due. And this nigga Deepa is single-handedly carrying the entire arc on his back. Now, that's not even a bad thing because the arc itself, like, just remove Deepa's character and like, I don't even fuck with Urashiki, but just put Urashiki, like, say, like, basically all the times we've seen Deepa on screen, let's say he would have did some stupid shit that Urashiki probably would have done, or some dumb shit, right? Just wasting time and making us think like, what the fuck is the point, right? If that would be the case, I would still give this arc like a hard ass, I'll say 8 out of 10, maybe 7.5 out of 10. But the mere fact that this nigga Deepa is really about it, and they have me questioning his psychological and mental health at the moment, on top of him being a cold ass antagonist and a stepping stone for Boruto's character, for Sarada's character, and all of the next generations for as a whole. Aside from all of that shit, like this nigga is just like straight up cold, bro. Like you just can't lie. He's cold. So we're finna see the rematch take place, and I believe the climax of the fight will go down in episode 175. But next episode will show us the beginning of the rematch with Boruto and Sarada versus Deepa. But I really see next episode obviously titled The Revival of the God Tree, not just focusing on the God Tree, the synthetic issues of the God Tree, but the history and lore behind Victor and the reasoning behind creating this motherfucking God Tree. Is it in alignment with car organization? Are we gonna finally start seeing like, yo, what the fuck is these niggas behind? Is this the sole and mainly reason why they're doing all of these inhumane experience that this nigga Konohamaru is so hung and sprung over on? But according to the synopsis for next episode, we have a certain someone showing up who is also after the Hashirama cell, not on some shit, but on some shit like, all right, they finna team with Konohamaru and they finna jump this nigga Victor, because apparently this nigga Konohamaru is having a little bit of trouble, handling this nigga Victor. Now, I see, like, this shit reminds me of Kakuzu, the way he just reattached his arm and shit like that. But like, bro, they finna stop doing Konohamaru dirty, man. I'm tired. First of all, I'm tired of seeing the slander, and I'm tired of being a part of the slander, because like, I can't, like, every time I see this man now, the last time I had legitimate hope for Konohamaru, but I ain't gonna hold you, it was after the Jugo arc, right? Because he did that whole little cool ass synopsis with him versus Jugo, and that shit was live, and it made me think like, all right, they finna make this nigga Konohamaru some type of taijutsu specialist on some shit like Asuma, you know what I'm saying? But a little bit more, taijutsu or jujutsu, leg kicking mixed in with that shit, because my son Asuma was a straight up boxer, had a mean left hook and an even meaner right uppercut. So you had to watch out for that. So I'm thinking, all right, they probably gonna, tread my nigga Konohamaru somewhere along that way, but shit hasn't been going as planned. They gave this nigga a mini Monkey King. He only used the summoning jutsu once in an arc that really didn't even fucking matter. So I'm saying like, well, shit, maybe he might even pull out the monkey again. That monkey low-key do look a little embarrassing, but I feel like shit like that can be cold, because that nigga transforms into a pole, and it kind of fits Konohamaru's whole vibe, with the scarf and shit, kind of like, some shit like, I'm the ninja monkey king, you feel me? But like, I really personally am gonna call it right here, right now. I don't care if you agree with me, I don't care if you do, but I feel like maybe in the next episode 74, 175, we're going to see a moment, or at least a couple of moments, where we're just looking at Konohamaru. Now, it might be a hit or miss. I feel like it's either going to solidify or dampen the already reputation that Konohamaru has built. Solidify meaning that we're going to be so disappointed in this nigga next week, or dampen it meaning Konohamaru going to do some cold ass shit that had niggas be like, all right, maybe he's not all the way trash. But end of the day, the God Tree is fucking here, regardless if it's a synthetic one or an authentic one. It is motherfucking here. It is growing. And I'm trying to see, like, how is this news going to get reported back to the Hidden Leaf Village? What the fuck this man Naruto's going to say about this shit? And how are things going to really get played out? It's your boy Black Uchiha 3, long face, what? Skinny body, cotton degree. I'm still working on that party. What are your anticipations for the next coming episodes, and then the possible leading into Kawaki's story, and then the out arc of the Boruto manga and everything that's just going in? And how do y'all tying everything together with the confrontations between Victor and Deepa, and now the fucking God Tree with the car organization into the mix, and everything being played out the way it's being played out? It's your boy Black Uchiha 3. Don't forget to comment below, and I'm gonna say it again, subscribe. And until next video, holla at your guy, because I'm going to holla at y'all. Black Uchiha out. Yes, sir.
Can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limit's too high. Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said